Good evening, Scott. Before we talk about today's game, it's been about 3 weeks now since we've had a video like this. Can you just summarise how you feel the last few weeks have gone after such a good March for us, really, where we picked up so many points?
Yeah, we've been really disappointed, to be honest. Obviously, before tonight's game, we've lost our last three. Sun Sports here lost 1-0, Wembley lost 2-1, and then obviously on Saturday lost 2-1 again. So yeah, fine margins, not much in the games, but yeah, disappointing to lose all those three matches.
Okay. And who do you feel over those last few weeks has really stood out for you?
Really hard, because we've had a number of players missing. Real bad fortunes with injuries recently. Obviously, we had Biggleswade ruled out for the rest of the season with a bad groin problem. Conor McMillan's out for the rest of the season with a torn tendon in his ankle. We've picked up a few other injuries which have affected players being available for certain games and things like that. Aaron McKee's played well, Haley Mercer's played well, players that have played all of the games where we have had defeats. So I think Craig Maziri's had a run of good games for us as well, to be fair to him. Bosch has played the last two. Lolu up front and scored twice now, scored tonight and scored on Saturday, so he's done well. But credit to all the players that have made themselves available. It's been difficult the last few weeks. I'd say lots of injuries, lots of unavailability during the bank holiday period and work commitments and things like that. But I just feel that had we had stronger squads to pick from, we might be in a better position in the league today.
Okay, and going forward into our last two matches, are we better off? Yeah, with availability?
We will have players back. We're not going to be full complement due to the injuries, but Alex Condon and Lewis McBride should be available for the next two, which are obviously the last two games of the season. They've both been away for the bank holiday. Holidays that they've informed me of, in good notice, but we haven't at this stage of the season had the luxury of replacement, if you like, and I don't mean that disrespectfully to the players that have played, but Alex and Lewis have been two of our most consistent and standout performers all season, so it's hard to replace them, and especially at the point in the season where you're not able to sign anybody. Obviously the deadline was the end of March, so we're not in a position now to add to the squad. The lads that have come in have done well. They've given their all in every single performance, but Alex and Louis will be back for this weekend, and I'm sure knocking on the door for a place in the 11 if they train well on Thursday night.
And if we go on to today, obviously on Saturday it was a bit of a disappointing result for us against Crawley Green. Quite a few changes again from Saturday. Yeah. How do you feel we performed overall?
Well, tonight we just dug in. We started the game really well. I felt if we'd have scored early, we could have gone on to take full control of the game. The goal didn't come as early as we'd liked. Second half we've had to really dig in because of the sending off to Bosch, which has meant we played the last half an hour of the game with 10 players. I'd say we've got lots missing. I've got up to sort of 8, 9, 10 players unavailable for tonight's game. So we're really on the fringes. The lads that have played have done really well, but we're really, really stretched. So all credit to the boys that were out there towards the end, especially the 10 men on the pitch right at the end, because they're fighting and giving everything to make sure we hold on to some sort of result. Other than a mad 10 minutes at the start of the second half where they've had a penalty and missed and obviously had the free kick and scored, we're in pretty much complete control of the whole game, even with 10 players at the end. So it's disappointing not to win it, but also it's a good point considering the circumstances, and well done to the players that played.
Definitely. And what did you think of our goal today? Yeah,
Bosch has done really well. He was unavailable for a large part of the season. Again, unavailability, it's a bit of a repetition going on here, due to his university commitments and moving back to London where his family live. But Bosch is a player that's played for me for a long, long time, back at the days at Winslow, and I brought him here in pre-season. He's played the early part of the season, scored a handful of goals then, and has played the last 3 games and scored 1 in each of the last 2 games. Really good bit of football. Louis Norton, I think it was, that's running with the ball through midfield, found the centre forward's feet, and Bosch has taken the defender wide and placed it in the far corner across the goalkeeper. Natural striker's finish, very composed. Someone we haven't had in recent weeks, so yeah, pleased to see that one go in the way it did.
Good. And obviously we go into Saturday against Berkhamsted. It's going to be a tougher game again for us. Yeah. How do you feel we're going to go into that?
Well, we've stopped the run of defeats. Obviously, we picked up a point tonight against the team in the top half of the table. Obviously, we beat Biggleswade at their place, so that's 2 games that we obviously haven't lost to them, which is a a good statement and a good record against a good side. So the players should pick up some confidence. I'd say we'll have 2 or 3 players back, and we've got to monitor 2 or 3 injuries throughout the rest of this week to see if we can have a couple more back in potentially. So we'll be stronger in terms of personnel, I hope. We just need to work hard. I set the target at 45 points when I took over back at the end of November. We're on 41 now with 2 games to play. The players are really keen to get to that target. Obviously we secured league safety, having seen that Tigers lost on Saturday. So that's one box tick. The next one is the target 45 points. So we're aware that we need to remain unbeaten now. A win and a draw would seal it out of our last 2 games. So Berco's a big game. It's a local game. There'll be a lot of people there Saturday, and yeah, we look forward to it.
Well, good luck for Saturday. Hopefully we'll get loads of support supporting the team, and we'll hopefully speak to you after the game.
Okay, thank you.